What is up? So today I got a pack 2 mirror for you. Expect more of these with the Puppy Pack Master of the Dojo tournament coming up. But yeah, let's get into it. So I'm playing against my buddy Chum. He's the second seed of my team. He's my star pupil. I taught him everything he knows about pack 2. Many people are saying this Chum, he's one of the best pack 2 players there is, and that's because of me. I don't know who's saying that. I think I only say that because I taught him everything he knows. And he is, slightly worse than me. He has to be. The student can never surpass the master. Except for my case, when I surpassed Infernal Owl. But yeah, we grinded a bunch of games. And you'll notice that at some point in this turn, last turn, I had skipped the beetle pair. Because it was at the end of my gold, and I didn't want to freeze it when I much rather have the gecko triple. And that's because in the pack 2 mirror, you need one of the guys. One of the guys you want to make a big guy. I talked about it in the tier list. It's usually gecko, ladybug, or moth. You don't need a triple of those to succeed in the mirror. But it helps you a lot, to be honest. It puts you at a much larger advantage just having one of those guys. Because you immediately have a buff target. You know your game plan. Just get that guy big and try to survive to the late game. I think Pangolin is an absolutely crazy unit, so I do skip Puppy for it. And then it's a rare skip Puppy. Anytime you skip Puppy, it's rare. But I had a Pangolin, I had a Pill, and this way I get my Ferret triple at the ready. And with the Tabby Cat, I do like tier 4s a little more. Just a little more. Basically because Tar becomes a much better hit. And if I had seen Toucans, I might have taken Toucans, but I don't think I ever find them this game. See, I do freeze Garlic, it's my next toy. But then I just hit Ferret, and I wanted Garlic because I have 2 Tabby Cats, I have the Gecko, but I'd rather just take my level 2 Balloon. Take my Meat Bone to kind of counteract his Garlic. Yeah, we will trade that unit, but the rest of our team is still not big enough. And brings me to another important part of the pack 2 mirror. Is when you're both doing this, like we're both going big Gecko, we're going to get to a point where our Geckos are always killing each other. And then what matters is who has the second big guy. So that is kind of what I need to find here. And there is my second big guy. I'm not going to go for the Garl. I have a level 2 Balloon. I don't really need a Melon. I'm going to go for, you guessed it, the Well Shark. And mainly because I have 2 Tabbies. So when I'm feeding him, I am getting a lot of tempo. So like, I might still lose this round, but it'll start to catch me up quick enough. With these Tabbies, it's looking pretty good. I just take the hatching. I probably freeze this croissant. Yep. You don't want to be low rolling and hitting apples and salads when you have the Well Shark, so you might as well just freeze all the perks. We're still going to lose, but we are getting closer. Just a few more stats on this Well Shark, we should get there. I do luck out and just get the Tabby triple right away, so I'm just free to buy these perks. I might not have bought as many if I didn't already have this triple. I would be trying to find it. And there's another one. I am not going to freeze these perks though, because pies and cans become available next turn, and I'd much rather have those. Yeah, I thought he was going to front his Gecko, but he did a little tech there where he fronted a weaker Gecko before he combines. That way he can put this other one on top of that and get the Melon on this one. I think he thought it would be better positioning, but it didn't work out. But it is some cool tech. Something to know. Take my Tabby triple. Alright, well, we'll talk about that. I spent a lot of time on this turn thinking about that decision right there. I have the Tabby too. So the Snapping Turtle does have synergy. I have Whale Shark, so Microbe is more on the menu, which also has a synergy with Snapping. But the way I see it is I have 3 lives. I want to stabilize. but I also need to be playing for my late game. It's not like I'm playing against Pack 1. Like I need to be able to contend with his late game as well. So I'm gonna go chicken, and that's only because I'm gonna be tempoing out with this tabby and this well shark. It lets me just feed it for the next few turns while also getting a free can every turn from chicken. Because most of this board is gonna have to go at some point. Important thing, this does not go on the well shark. This is 4/4 stats. I'm not gonna pay 3 gold. We're not gonna have 4/4 here and only give 2/2 to the well shark. And you can see he still has, I'm pretty sure, a larger gecko than me, but I just have, yeah, he does have a larger gecko, only by 1 attack, and a melon. But I have a pretty large tabby cat and a pretty large well shark. Even with the value trades, it's not enough. The tabby cat wins me the round. I would have lost that without it. Yep, and I'm going to keep feeding well shark. Here I'm like 1 chocolate away from a level up, so I'm okay with just feeding everything to well shark. But yeah, this kept us stable while the chicken is helping us play for our future. And the tabby cat once again wins us that round. We lose without tabby stats. I did skip the well shark triple. I don't really need it. It's super expensive. Like, I'd rather just find my hatching or find a chocolate or a good tier 5. But here it's good gold to just take the hatching, sell the chicken, and then buy the good unit, which in this case is Octo. They're both good calls, but he's got melons. He's got another melon on the way. I have well shark, so I'm kind of playing towards a microbe line. And here is when I'm 100% positive I'm going to play for a microbe line, because he's got the Mosasaurus and the Puma both getting melons. He's going to out equipment my whole team, so I just need to equalize that. I take the lemon. It's the best equipment on the Octo. I still would probably take a microbe if I saw one. It does make the lemon feel a little worse. Yeah, so for here, like, I know I'm going to need the microbe eventually, but I don't need it right now, so I'm going to keep it locked, probably get it in next turn, and just use the lemon while I got it. I think the lemon will be good enough to win me the round. Just pick up a foam sword. I mean, he takes any toy he possibly can. I think we would have won that if the Octo had shot the Gecko. Unfortunate. But, you know, it happens. So, we take our level up. We hit a Rex. I know, I'm at 2 lives. It's time to get out of those units. They're only going to slow me down. He's scaling pretty fast with the Moza 2. Not scaling fast, but he's scaling heavy. I wanted my Tabby Cat stats isolated there, so I sold everything, then bought the food, then bought the guys. Yeah, time to get out of Tabby. I want to be double scaling with T-Rex, so I'm going to take the snapping. Like I said, it is a synergy with the microbe and this whole well shark build I'm doing. And, you know, I'd rather have had it now than had it earlier. Like, I'm much happier with my chicken stats on my Octo and that snapping right now. And with his board of melons, microbe is going to remove all of that. And then I get, oh, because this is an important thing to know about the snapping turtle and microbe. If they both die at the same time, snapping always has more stats, like 99% of the time. So his feint goes off first, meaning I don't get the skewer. Which is pretty unfortunate, but it's still level 2 Octo. His whole team would be dead if it had a skewer, but it doesn't matter. We get there with 1. Yeah, and recognizing this problem is, alright, 2 Octos. That's good enough. Who needs the skewer? Microbe's also really good because he can never. I'm never worried about peanut outs. They'll never be able to peanut scam me. He has other ways he could scam me, but never with peanuts. And my T-Rex is always hitting these 2 Octos. They have a good synergy with the microbe. Yeah, the Octo's going to town. They're doing 9 damage for each swing because of the microbe. I just really want my Octo level. I want pancakes. I don't find either, so I kind of do a tilt move because I really wanted just one of those, like a pie, a pancake, anything. I don't get it, so I just double feed Well Shark. It's for sure better just to roll for the pancake or the pie because this was 6 gold for 4 stats, and I could have paid 3 gold for a pancake and got 8 stats, or 3 gold for a pie and still gotten 4 stats on an Octo. He does go with the Mantis Shrimp. I think he is gonna, yeah, his Chameleon's gonna heal him up, give him a value trade. If I'd spent my gold more efficiently, who knows what would have happened. But here, we get what we were looking for anyways. Put it on the microbe. I don't really care about his stats. Freezing things I would buy. I don't have to freeze this lasagna, but I only have 1 gold roll, and I like the lasagna enough. I'm going to position like this. Now, so he has level 2 Mantis Shrimp. Usually this just kills both of these. And then Skewer doesn't go on Octo because he gets Skewer, then gets overwritten by Microbe. Which I'd still be okay with because I don't want my Microbe, or I don't want my Octo eating any of this Mantis Shrimp damage. So these are just essentially sacrifices. But at the same time, I really think there's a good chance with a level 2 Chameleon, Puma, and him putting his flashlight buff on the tar, he would just sell this Mantis Shrimp and maybe even cycle one back in. That's what I might do in his situation with the Chameleon and the Puma. And I do call it. He does cycle a Mantis Shrimp. That's exactly what I would have done. He learned from me. So now I know all his moves. Yeah, and Skewer Octo's going to go hard here. He gets the melons to counter the microbe. See, this turtle, or this chameleon becomes a turtle. But the great thing about keeping the Skewer and it being an Octo is all those melons are obliterated. Well Shark getting stats. You can see what's about to happen here. Yeah, another 1 HP breakpoint with Well Shark. But yeah, we both, he started playing for this chameleon melon board once he got all the melons and realized I was going to go into like a microbe Well Shark board. So like we were both knew each other's game plans and tried to build the best we could beforehand, but me getting the double Octos gave me the edge. But if you like Pack 2 content, expect a lot more with Master of the Dojo being here. I am going to be uploading games for my sets. I don't know if I'll be uploading full sets. If that's something you'd like to see, leave me a comment. Otherwise, like and subscribe. And yeah, have a good one.